I'm Gary Bachman, son of Alan Bachman and Natalie Goodman. My grandparents were Harry and Lil Bachman, but I only knew them as Mama and Papa. Nephew Ken and Claudia. My wife Allison and 2-year-old daughter Leah will be here as soon as Leah awakens from her afternoon siesta. My family memories include the warmth and love I always feel when around my relatives, and the great hugs and affection we always show for one another. For relatives like my Uncle Kenny, Claudia, cousins Carolyn, and Diane, growing up on the other side of the country and seeing them not nearly often enough, each visit was exciting, and my memories are mainly of the great trips we took together. Ski trips to the Rockies, Whistler, Switzerland stand out in particular. But my memories would also be incomplete if I failed to mention one gift I regularly received from my Uncle Kenny as a youth, and that would be his lectures. Even though his Sarasota home was 3,000 miles from mine in Los Angeles, it always seemed as though he managed to hold me accountable for decisions I made, and was sure to give me an earful regarding whatever missteps I made in between his visits. I've jotted down a few examples. At age 13, I received the Consequences of My Actions lecture. Approximate lecture time, 1.5 hours.
We were lucky then.
This kicked off his Lessons of Life lecture series, which lasted about 25 years. At age 16, I received the You Will Do Better in School lecture. Approximate lecture time, 2 hours. This took place in Sarasota when my mom and I flew out for Diane and Dan's wedding. That must be a moment.
How could you? Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is good.
Oh dear.
Kenny found time in between all the planning and hosting to sit me down and have an excruciatingly long chat about my underwhelming performance in school. I'm certain that this one could have easily extended into the next day if we didn't have a plane to catch. Age 18. The Eagle and the Duck lecture. Approximate lecture time, 1 hour. Sensing that I was on the verge of college admission, and there may be hope for me after all, my uncle impressed upon me the differences between these birds and to choose which one I shall become when faced with the crossroads. I can't remember the specifics of this talk, but I like to think that I was mesmerized by tales of how one of these fine feathered friends soars to great heights while the other winds up on someone's dinner plate. Choose your bird, Gary, and find your future. When I chose my uncle to be the subject of my memory tidbit, I had plenty of topics from which to choose. The ski trips, the time he found a way for us both to get off that never-ending rock in Colorado, the way he always used to pat my stomach, I suspect to make sure I was keeping fit, the time when I beat him in an arcade basketball game and he responded, "Well, I can't be great at everything." But the lectures stand out not only because some of them stuck, but because at age 38, I still go to him for advice and welcome his gentle nudges because I appreciate the wisdom and love that are behind them.
Aww, excellent.